pretty basic.
All right, we're doing an oil change on the old Prius, the old most reliable vehicle ever. It's an 06 Prius. So pop the hood. Where's that at? Let's see what that's at.
Underneath. There you go.
And you hear that clicking noise. Now you can grab the hood and do that. So now how to open the hood, you come under here. So there's this lever right there. Yeah, push it up. There you go, and it releases the hood. All right, now pop the stick on there, on the roof.
Oh, that's interesting. All right.
It goes right in this.
Okay, there you go. All right. Look at that.
All right, so you take the stick, put it right there. So all we're gonna do, I'm just gonna check the oil because wipe-a-rooney, off-a-rooney. Completely wipe-a-rooney, off-a-rooney. You should buy a Prius, by the way, if you want a car that doesn't break. Push that boy all the way back in. Take it all the way back out. Hello. Oh, good job, Amy.
Amy does really well with these.
Look how much oil's on it. You see it's up to about there. It should be in between those two dots. Which is, yeah, so if it gets close to the bottom of the dots, you gotta put a bottle in there, get to the top, get a cord in there.
This is quite low.
Too low. You don't want to let it get that low. I'm gonna have to tell my sister.
She's not good.
I'm gonna have to tell her that.
She doesn't do good things like that.
I'm gonna have to tell her. She doesn't like check her oil like I tell her, like once every few months or something at least. All right, we need the jack. We need a vacuum cleaner.
You're a vacuum cleaner.
Got the front tire. We're gonna go right on. Mine's a little rusty, but there's a thing right here that has like 2 bumps on it, and you're gonna put it right on that metal piece. Before you start jacking it up, make sure you either put the parking brake on and make sure it works, or put wheel chocks on the car, or pieces of wood or something.
Because you don't want the car to fall on your head. That'd be a really bad time.
There you go, wheel chock. Now the car won't roll forward because the driveway's slanted a little bit downhill this way. Oh yeah, work it, boy.
What?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Can I show my butt cheeks?
It's gonna get more views now. All the ladies will like that.
They always do.
I'm gonna put the jack stands, see, under here, where this big bolt is, and there's this big giant metal piece that goes from side to side. You can really put it anywhere on that. I'm gonna place it about right there will be fine. And go ahead and lower it. All right, sounds good. Same thing on the other side. So we're by the front wheel. If you go right behind where the door, on the bottom of the door by this little crevasse here, and right behind that, there's this metal piece with the 2 notches in it. That's where you want to jack it up at. Or you could just use ramps for an oil change.
Probably be easier.
So 3 clicks, 3 things up. Good to go. Let's see how we're up. Both on this big, you can put it anywhere on this big metal piece. This is not this little plastic thing, but this big metal piece right here is good. I'm gonna crawl under the front of the car. On the passenger side, you will see this black painted part right here. There's the jack stand. This is what the driver's side looks like. That's a no-go. You want the passenger side, so you're gonna take this out, and that's where the oil is gonna come from. Make sure you have something to drain the oil into, like a catch pan or something. 14mm wrench. That's a good trick there to get it loose. Kind of hammer it on.
Lefty loose. Chris, don't you tell me that. Watch this trick. Your hands are gonna get filled with oil, bro.
Let's drain it into our little drain hole there. All right, let that boy drain out. And then the next thing we're gonna do is find the oil filter, which is on the passenger side, right in
next
front
to
of the oil pan, and it's this round canister looking thing.
Am I gonna burn my hands?
Let's see.
Hi.
All right, we got the oil filter off. We're putting the drain plug back in. Oh, Sarah, you know what you can do over there? I think it's called the. What we do too is we wipe that thing off. Wipe the old oil off of that.
On the outside, bro.
Yeah, and this just tightens down snug. Just a good 3 out of 5 Blandy strength. If you're
3 out of 5 Blandy strength is 5 out of 5 for most people.
yeah, so maybe 2 out of 5 gorilla strength. If you're a gorilla, but if you're like a normal human, a 3 out of 5 should be good, you know.
Everything.
You gotta open the oil filter. All right, and then you're gonna take some oil and rub it with your finger around this rubber gasket. All right, and then just put your finger in there and kind of tip it, and then just just lube it up there. And we're gonna hand it to. That's fine. All right, we're gonna hand it to Blanderson, and then we're gonna.
It's gonna go right in that.
It's gonna go right there. Screws on right in there. All right, so once it touches, put it right to where it touches. It's where it touches?
Yep.
All right, let's look where it's at. So you see the
arrow
text
is facing the oil
facing
pan.
back of the car. So go ahead and turn it 3/4 of a turn.
This is a tough spot for me.
All right, that's 3/4 of a turn. You see it was pointed that way before, now it's pointed that way.
Yep.
So good to go. All right, about 3/4 of a turn. All right, good to go. Brony. Turn that really slowly. That's the smoothest jack you'll ever use, though. And just let it come down like that. That's perfect.
Golden. Touches the ground there. Anchor. There you go. Yes,
Yeah. Blandy wants a funnel because he's not a master pourer.
I want a funnel because you're talking about introductory videos.
All right, let's get a funnel. Let's get a funnel for Blandy's amateur pouring skills. That's how to use this genius device here.
This device. And there you go.
That was steps unclear. I don't know what to do.
I know.
So put 4. Just put 4 in there. It calls for 3.9. 4 is good.
Yeah, get that product placement.
Official.
Yeah, I have to delete that. I actually purposefully try to not have any brands in it because I'm like, no, I'm not advertising for anybody. Everyone on the internet's like, you know, if you go to my website, you can get full quality synthetic oil. And I'm just like, wow, another AMSOIL dealer on the internet.
Alright.
Put your Camp-O-Loo back on. Make sure it's snug, not probably gorilla tight like that, because now Amy's never going to be able to get it off.
Amy doesn't take it off anyways.
Apparently not. All right. So you push the power on until it says ready up there, and then you hit the gas so it turns the engine on.
Start your car.
No, but I'm saying, like, they might not know how to get the engine to turn on. So hit the gas now. Yeah, and if you hit the gas a little bit, the engine will turn on. Let it run for like 10 seconds, and then you could shut her off after about 10 seconds. Off. All right.
Yeah.
All right, so you pull the dipstick out again, wipe it all off, dip it back in there, all the way down, push it in that hole. That's what she said. And then you're gonna check it. Let's see if it'll focus this time.
Look at that. It has oil on it this time.
Yeah, see the oil? You can kind of see it in the video. It goes up to that top dot. That's just about perfect. And this, anywhere in between those 2 dots is the safe zone. Usually when it starts to get around here, I'll add oil, but check your oil. Check your oil every few months. You know, public service announcement. People's engines have gone bad because they just don't check the oil because they think they don't need to or something. Now we're going to check all the coolants and stuff. Let's see the brake fluid. We don't need to do it. This one could use a little bit of coolant. think that's the coolant for the AC motors.
Well, is it red?
Yeah, Toyota coolant is orange. This one we gotta check. Which you all, oh, this one's good. It's kind of hard to see, but down here there's these two lines. It's got to be in between those two lines, and it's about right there. So we're cool. All right, so when you turn your car on, that light, maintenance required, will blink when you need an oil change, and then it'll stay solid like this while you're driving when you're past needing an oil change, which she is. So what you want to do is you hit, so get it to Odo, and then you're gonna shut the car off. So you're gonna, I'm holding that Odo button while you press the power button, and you see those lines will go down to, should not be a brain surgeon. Go down to 0, reset, maintenance required light should be gone. Cool, cool, cool. What do you have to say?
It's gone. So, yeah.
Yeah, baby.
I'm a real good entertainer for the YouTube. Sometimes I got nothing's here, that kind of thing.
Nothing's here. My whole life is a ruin. I'm so sad at everything.
Alright, back this boy up and let me get them chucks out.
Yeah, get the chucks out, boy.